On the hour, rugbyleague.com news. Brought to you by Thomson Reuters, the global leader for news.
Yet another gripping finish to a semi-final. This time it was in the championship, and it was Toulouse coming back from 16-0 down to score a 24-20 win over Bradford at Stade Ernest Wallon, and that takes them into the championship decider on Sunday at LNER Stadium against York. For the Toulouse Olympic team, Ollie Ashot-Bott scored tries in the 42nd and 75th minutes, tries to Rennie in the 58th and Ulberg in the 64th. Shorrocks kicking 4 goals. For Bradford, tries to Ockenberg in the 33rd and 76th minute, G in the 20th and Blake in the 6th. Hooley kicking 2 goals. At half-time, it was 16-0 to Bradford. They seemed in control, but just like the Brisbane Broncos earlier in the day, they swooped back, and also like St Helens, who did it after full-time the previous evening, Toulouse swept back to win 24-20. Elsewhere, Featherston have won promotion to Super League, the Women's Super League, that is, with a 20-10 win over London in the Women's Northern League final. That was at Chiswick Rugby Club right here in London. This is Steve Mascord in London for rugbyleague.com. Now with the rest of today's news, here's Jason Costigan.
Thanks, Steve. Sunday's second NRL preliminary final was an all-time epic contest, not to mention a game of 2 halves. 4-time defending champions Penrith led the Broncos 14-0 at half-time, but a massive second-half display from Brisbane in front of 52,000-plus fans at the Cauldron, and it was the Broncos who prevailed 16-14. Brisbane's try scorers, Katoni Staggs, Xavier Willison and Dean Mariner, Reece Walsh and Adam Reynolds kicked 1 goal apiece, and in the case of Reynolds, it was some kick. It proved to be the difference. And for Penrith, a first-half double to winger Paul Alamotti and Nathan Cleary with 3 goals. So Brisbane through to the grand final against the Melbourne Storm, hoping to win their first title in almost 2 decades. And for Penrith, the end of the road as their dominance finally comes to an end. Also at Suncorp Stadium in the NRLW, the second of the prelim finals, Broncos 30, Newcastle 6. Brisbane to now play the Roosters in the Premiership decider. So yes, a big week coming up for the Glamour Club from the River City. And in Sydney in the New South Wales Cup Grand Final at CommBank Stadium, the Warriors defeating the Dragons 30 points to 12 after leading 16-6 at half-time. Tanner Boyd, the man of the match. Earlier on the same program, the Melbourne Storm took out their first ever Jersey Flag Premiership. The Storm 38-16 over the Panthers. And in the Women's Grand Final, Cronulla defeated Newcastle 18 points to 12. In Country Rugby League, firstly on the New South Wales South Coast, Kiama 16-4 Grand Final winners over Shellharbour in Group 7. And in the Riverina in the Group 20 decider, Darlington Point Colliamberley defeated Hay Magpies 30 points to 22. Jason Costigan reporting for rugbyleague.com.